All right, man. The Ferragamo Falcon has landed, bro. Guap, man. How are you? How you doing today, bro?
I'm doing lovely. I'm doing lovely. They shoot. Atlanta's so nice.
I know, right?
Man, I'm doing good, brother. Atlanta's treated me well. I was telling you about the red eye flight. That's my new lick now.
Yeah.
Sleep and wake up when it's the morning for y'all. Premium.
You
Premium.
you never really caught red eyes like that before, or?
I mean, I think I'm just always going farther or something. I don't know. Maybe most of my red eyes only been to like the top of the East Coast, not necessarily down here.
Well,
Still on the East Coast, but
it's a quick trip to the South, man.
yeah, nah, this
Yeah.
fast.
Quick trip to the South, man. Well, welcome back. You know what I'm saying? You said, when we were talking, you said it's probably been about like 2 years since you've been down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Well,
Might be 3. Like it might. I ain't been down here in a second.
for real?
Yeah.
I mean, what's it to it, bro? Why you just don't visit? Even if we ain't got, like, even if it's not, like, no music dropping or something like that, why you don't just come down south sometimes?
Too busy with other shit.
Word.
And then there was a pandemic that kind of prevented
Facts.
all of that.
But, I mean, shit, Atlanta was probably still open during them whole 3
was
years.
never in it, for real.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got, I was seeing. I was seeing.
Hell yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so man, I really want to jump into it, man. I had the opportunity, like I had mentioned that you were coming down to one of my homies, the homie OP, and he had mentioned that he he's known you for a while, back like kind of in the Oakland days, kind of maybe even before like the your first album back in 2019. He's told me about a studio that you guys were going to and that you used to come through all the time. So I'm just trying to see if you remember OP.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
should come to my manager's spot in North Hollywood.
Yeah, so
Making Stamp Color.
tell me about that, like, that early phase of Guap.
It's crazy because out of all the other phases I had, after my first, like, coming out into the game phase,
Yeah.
bruh, I ain't never been that close until recently. Like, in terms of how I felt, the freedom,
Mm-hmm.
I just did whatever I wanted to do, and half the shit that I wanted to do worked.
Yeah.
And because I wanted to do so much more than what everybody else around me wanted to do,
Mm-hmm.
it didn't matter if only half of my shit worked. It was like double what people even do.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at now. I got that freedom back. That power is restored.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the gauntlet on, and I'm just snapping universes away. It feels good.
Feels good.
Great.
Yeah.
And I also am back pretty much unhinged. I took all my filters off. I feel like getting a little older.
Yeah.
Kind of like matured me, and then as I was trying to come into like how I want to be presented as a man, how I want to present myself as a man. Yeah, I realized I just don't give a fuck that much. To be honest, I'm back unhinged.
Yeah. Was it hard for you to try to keep a filter on yourself, like during that little bit of time, like were you like battling,
Yeah, I
like
had to change
fuck?
my whole life. Like I got a second phone. I had to separate Guapdad and Akeem.
Yeah.
When they really the same nigga. I don't know why I did that, because I never.
Mm-hmm.
Guap was never a facade. It's just a portion of me that people like to attach themselves and my public persona to.
Yeah.
So it's not. I don't have to like fake to be Guapdad, but I felt like I did just because people was telling me, like I was trying to take advice from niggas instead of just living through my own motion, like I would have did anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, fuck all that shit. I'm not doing none of that no more. I had to do too much. I had to delete Twitter.
Yeah.
One of my phone where I'm Guapdad on, when I get overwhelmed, I gotta turn the color off.
Mm.
Like I make it all black and white for months, cause I hate seeing a new notification thing and liking it.
Word.
I hate like that feeling like happy that I got new shit going on.
Mm.
Feel like that's weak. It's lame to me.
I feel that. Like that process, like do you feel like it was affecting your music? Because it sounds like a little bit of a mental battle.
Definitely. The music I was making versus the start and now,
Mm-hmm.
all the music in the middle was a lot sadder.
Word.
there was a time where I was angry, like top of quarantine. There was a time where I was angry, so that music was a lot more lit, and screaming and shit.
Yeah.
But I was still doing shit like Rolling Loud and shit back then, so it had its place.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
All of that shit was just out of like unrest in my spirit.
For sure. And now we back unhinged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm at peace when I'm unhinged. When I'm uncontrolled, I'm actually pretty controlled.
Yeah. Because it makes sense to you. I understand the chaos. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a controlled amount of chaos. Like, I can do this. You can't.
Exactly.
And that's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is.
Just because you can't do what I do when it get crazy, don't mean that I need to go through the same steps that like is whatever on that paper, whatever is the normal procedure. Let's just ignore that for me.
Exactly. Shit don't make no sense. Yep.
Not a lick of it, brother.
All right, so fast forward to 2024, man. You've done so much over this time. We had the Dreamville project. We've had what, Dior deposits, bro. We've had Little Scammer That Could, bro. Like everything that you had going on, man. Like, first of all, like, why did you decide to go down the lane of like, the finam, the scam rap? Like, why did you want to put that on blast for the peoples?
Because I was doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I was really scamming.
Yeah.
I was really doing it, and I was one of the first ones to put it in music.
Mm-hmm.
I've got the accolades. I'm on the documentaries. People consider me a forefather of scam rap.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of that. But I was doing it. I only could rap my reality.
Facts.
Which is why when I got sad and when I got angry, my music changed. Because it's just a form of expression for how I feel in the moment.
Yeah.
So however I feel is gonna be the tone of the album. It's gonna be colored in whatever emotion I am.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that to even downplay none of that music, because one of them projects is one of my favorite, like off little under. You know what I'm saying, on the under in that time. So like, it's not even a negative thing. It's just a complete difference. It's been like. It's been a 900, just 180 after 180, I swear.
Yeah, definitely. Me being able to see what I've been able to see, like on the social media side, I can see how you've evolved as an artist. You know what I'm saying, from start to finish, and I think it's a dope process because you've been around a lot of like amazing artists, like just like I said, the Dreamville camp. You being in the room with like Buddy Jid, J. Cole, like all of these people, man. Like I can only imagine the conversations that were actually going on, like outside of what we got in the video. You feel me, like. What was actually going on behind the scenes and how that may have transpired into something bigger.
It helped me and it hurt me to be friends in music with people who, you could use their name as a flex.
Yeah.
Who are already respected with their own accolades. It was a gift and a curse. Because to them, I was just one of them, right? Even though how I knew, nobody ever treated me like I was on the come up. Soon as Cole met me, he treated me like I could wash him if he don't play on the verse, which I will. I'll happily do that to anybody that decide to not play on the song with me. You gonna get washed.
Yeah.
I was in the studio with the game the other day. We got going so much. That nigga got in the booth. He said, "Yeah, Guap, it's a competition. Come on now."
I'm about to say that's 100 bars and running, man.
That's
shit.
But that's the energy. So imagine how that could be such a good thing, generate so much hype and momentum, but also for the timing in my career, it was weird because it clouded my ego a bit. It didn't put me in like a toxic space. It didn't turn me into a dick or nothing. But internally, it stopped how fast I would have learned and developed because I already was skipping steps.
You took that student aspect out of it for a little bit for yourself.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't even a student at all. I was just that good enough to keep up.
Yeah.
I didn't practice till recently.
Word.
I learned that I needed to, which is why I took the break the last 2 years. But before then, I never tried.
Word.
I just did it, and I was that good. That was like the Spider-Man thing, man.
Yeah.
It's a gift and a curse for real. Because it sounds like such a flex, but like, years. Imagine being friends with these niggas, but you can't sell as many tickets. Your shit didn't do the same numbers. People who was like backing all y'all just only start backing You like, what? Why is there a disconnect?
Yeah.
Everybody over there thinks that I'm with them. So I had to do some internal reworking
Yeah.
to do that. But that's how that affected me. It helped me out a lot, gave me some positive cosigns, and I was able to learn around some of the greats.
Mm-hmm.
But I would eventually landed wherever them niggas was at if I would have just not had it either way.
Word.
So I'm grateful for how it happened, but that's what it did.
That's facts.
Yeah.
That's facts. That's real, man. Kind of just to dabble on this, like I know your fashion sense is something that's been very, very high since the start, and I know that's kind of like what you was working on before you even started the music type stuff. So like, why did you even pick this vein to go down and then excel in so crazily?
For me, it was making me the happiest. And when I first started doing music, I was really trying to figure out something to do. And I was doing all that shit. I was designing clothes and graphic design. I used to do all type of shit.
Yeah.
Everything that you could do creative on the computer, I was damn near entry level trying to learn and just seeing what it was.
Yeah, facts.
Coding and shit. Like I was 3D rendering shit at first. Blender.
Yeah.
It just made me the happiest, dog.
Yeah.
I felt like I could say the most and get it out there, and people appreciated it the most. Like I do look for validation from my art, but not so much like to prove to me that it's good. It validates me when people react in any way, even when they hate it. I like it a lot, even when they like hate something for some reason. It just I feel, and it's almost sinister, right? Because it's manipulative. Like I'm making something for the purpose of pulling out emotion from a person, and then when it happens, one, I feel in control, and two, I like to observe what the emotion was.
Yeah. I see what you're saying, but I mean, if it makes them upset, at least you're getting an honest response. So that's why it's still kind of positive in a sense. You feel me? Like,
and typically, it's not like I'm not doing clickbait music. You feel me? So if it do make them upset, there has to be some.
They took the time to listen to something that pissed them off.
It had to be something.
Yeah.
They might be upset with me, you know?
Yeah. That's facts. That's facts. All right, so we here now. I heard that you just recently like shot a movie. And it's dealing with Jordan Peele. Like, what's
Jordan
all right.
Peele produced it. It's a Monkey Paw production.
For sure.
It's coming out second quarter next year. It's called Him.
Okay. Word.
Yeah, we were shooting out in New Mexico. It was great. We're done now. The film's wrapped.
Word.
Yeah.
Are you able to like give a little bit of instant of who you may be in the movie, or?
I play football. I can tell you that.
Word.
I play football.
Offense, defense.
Offense.
All right, that's a bet. That's a bet.
I'm good too. I'm good in the movie. I'm good.
Fire.
Real life.
Not at all.
Flag football, I'm good at because I'm fast though.
Yeah.
I'm hella good at flag football.
You just gotta slide to the side out
You
there.
just catch the ball and run away from
Yeah.
everybody. For like football, you be needing to know like plays and whatever they be screaming when they throw the ball. I don't be listening to that. It's too much.
Way too much.
I get distracted. I be like on the field and then just forget we playing. Start looking at shit. ADHD tear me up.
Man, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. No, that's funny.
Yeah.
Rap shit. So like I this wasn't your first acting gig. You was also on rap shit and everything like that. So like, how did you even like start opening up that acting bag? Because I mean, I know people love your personality. So is that just how they was like, come here, man, come on, Guap?
Yeah, no, I mean it was kind of a slow walk in with rap shit. I forgot how it came about. Oh, I'm always on people mood board. Every time I meet a bigger famous person, I'm like, oh, how did you know about some intern or some engineer or the producer like brought me up or put me on a mood board or use my vlog as a reference, flow. It
Yeah.
always come up like some small thing avalanches into these bigger people finding out about me. And I think that's kind of what happened with the Issa situation. The guy that wrote that episode originally that they cast me in, it was a situation like that. Like I came up, he was kind of aware of the content since people brought me up to him, and he's on the team writing episodes with Issa, and they've developing the show. I posted a video at the club in San Francisco dancing with a girl. People on my following never really see me dance how we dance in the Bay.
Yeah.
Grew up dancing
Dizzy.
with women.
Yeah.
So we doing crazy shit. I'm in there going crazy. I guess people thought it was funny because my face was straight, but I'm like, you see what we doing? Focus. I got the focus lasered in on them cheeks. But I think that the scene was so inspiring. They wanted to remake it for rap shit.
Yeah.
So we did that.
That's lit.
We did that.
That's lit. They had to bring the bay to the set. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up, man.
That was actually the second time too. Cause the first time they booked me, that was the second time where they booked me and my brother. Shout out Issa, man.
She cold, bro.
She cold.
Man.
She cold.
Yeah,
cold,
bro.
Cold. I just seen Kamaya today tweeting about how Issa showed her love early on into her career. Shout out Kamaya. Please go stream whatever Kamaya got out right now. I love her so much.
For sure.
I'm on a project with her and Jay Worthy that they did a collab one with Harry Fraud too.
Yep.
So shout out Kamaya. But shout out Issa. She was just with me on my birthday in DC. She had a thing at a club. I pulled up. She gave me and my brothers the whole section. Bought me birthday bottles.
Let's go.
And we drank Via Ray Prosecco. Some of the greatest Prosecco that you could drink. If you're interested in a sparkling beverage owned by a beautiful black woman, drink some Via Ray, y'all. Like that little promo right there.
For sure. This message is approved by Guap.
You see it.
You see it. Nah, man. All right. So just to jump in a little bit more, like, you got a lot of things going on. You've definitely been traveling for the past couple of years. Africa, the Philippines. Which one of these stops like made the most imprint on you? I know like your family is part Filipino or something like that, right? Yep. Okay.
I got a ton of family in the Philippines, so that was like the family side of it. I finally got the overseas. Oh, I'm looking for a home outside of home closure. Yeah. I almost got it in Africa. I was like this close to getting it in Africa.
Yeah.
Africa was an amazing trip. I think about fucking Africa every other day, but it didn't give me that. Like, oh man. Because I don't know where I'm specifically from. Even if I did the DNA test shit, like, I doubt I got any alive relatives over where, Like, in the Philippines, I still got people.
Yeah.
If I want to see, like, my old relatives I never knew, I'll probably just go to the South. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure. I got family out here that, on my grandpa's side, that we reconnected with like halfway through my life. So like I got more closure than I got from that to learn more about my lineage than like going to Africa, which is, I guess I maybe expected too much, but I couldn't help it. I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
And a lot of people was getting mad when I'm like, oh, I'm in Africa. They're like, that's the continent. You're in a country. This is South Africa. I'm like, good for fucking you, y'all, but this has just been a shape on the map for niggas. And they said, we came off the boats from over there. I don't know shit else. But the shape.
I see what you saying.
I don't see the whole continent on the plane when I'm flying over it. I just see part of it, you know what I'm saying?
And I just landed in Africa.
I'm in Africa.
Yeah.
So it did do a lot, though. Like, it almost took me there. That's why I say I still love it. I was able to get some good, like, happy tears out.
Yeah.
Me and Buddy jumped off a mountain, we paraglided. My best friend was on the other paraglide. I'm on this one. We just screaming at each other. Penguins on the beach.
Yeah.
The sun is setting. We finna go eat some African food with the thickest, prettiest hoes ever. of all time. Ooh.
I know, man.
So of course it was a great trip, right? But
Yeah.
I didn't get that like all the way cry. Like I was looking for it. I
Mm-hmm.
was traveling to do that.
Yeah.
So once I got to the Philippines, I had my granny. It's like every Filipino kid dream to get their granny back up over there.
Yeah.
If she is not a person who actively goes back on her own, because some people, you know, the women in the family in the Philippines kind of run the money. So sometimes they be doing that. But if
Yeah.
they don't, it's like, especially for the hood babies, I couldn't wait. And I flew at first class.
Yeah.
Nigga, I was crying on the plane.
It was beautiful.
You know?
Yeah.
So that trip was probably like, had the most impact.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like
Australia was nice too, though.
the Aussie land.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if I even said that right. My bad if I jacked up y'all accent. You feel
Yeah,
me?
you didn't sound.
Nah.
It wasn't really convincing.
I appreciate you. Australia, what'd you do out there? Like, did you take like a little outback trip? And you fuck around with some kangaroos?
Yeah, I seen pretty much everything but some koalas.
For real?
Yeah, but I heard them little shits got chlamydia though, so I didn't want to go.
Damn.
Fuck with them before I ended up with a high school episode all over again, and we way past the 11th grade, brother.
For sure.
So koalas was kind of
out of the
question
equation.
for me.
Yeah.
And they're really dumb. Koalas are dumb animals.
Understandable.
But I ate kangaroo at
What?
a restaurant. I ate
Damn.
crocodile, and it's nothing like gator. I really prefer gator out of the two
Really?
dinosaur amphibian things.
Yeah.
I really prefer
Gator.
gator over crocodile, because gator feel like steak but taste
Like chicken. Yeah.
Crocodile tastes like chicken but feel like calamari almost. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I wasn't fucking with it. I was like,
Nah.
Steve had this one.
You got it, Steve.
Have it.
I fool with Kangaroo Jack.
Yeah.
All right, man. So just kind of wrap it up, man. I know you're definitely on tour. You've been on tour for the White Do-Rag Party.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like, break down the whole situation for me. Like, where were the last couple of stops for you guys?
First one was in Chicago,
Mm-hmm.
top of July.
Okay.
And then we moved to Brooklyn.
Word.
Then Philadelphia. Then D.C. Now we in Atlanta.
Word.
After Atlanta, we go to Houston.
H-Town.
Then Oakland.
Word.
L.A. Then Portland, I believe. Uh-huh.
Damn, y'all got some major cities on the list.
Yeah, man. It's a party called White Do-Rag, and that is the theme.
Yeah.
Literally, everybody got on the White Do-Rag. It's a mix of like a 2000s party. We got a lot of house influence in some of the DJ talent that we book.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of all around. I'm a little bit too ghetto to listen to house the whole time, so we got the ratchet shit too for all my hood spirited people out there. But it's a good blend. We make a world where everybody dance. It kind of don't matter the theme of the music.
Yeah.
We throw a party where people dance at in 2024.
That's facts. So this ain't
do rags on their head.
Exactly.
Who else is doing some shit like that? It's tight, man. It's been a great vibe, and I've been really surprised by the turnout in every state.
Mm-hmm.
It's been amazing. I get surprised every time. Every time. I love the people too.
Yeah, man. I say it feels like Philly would have been a lot of love, like unexpectedly.
Philly was a lot of love. It wasn't as good as Brooklyn was.
Really?
Right before it though. Philly. I probably had more conversations at Philly. Like I talked to more people. It was a lot of people, a lot of creatives.
Yeah.
A lot of creatives pulled up to the Philly.
That's what's up.
As opposed to Brooklyn, it was just people who wanted to wear a do-rag at a party.
They wanted to feel like it was the 2000s again.
Mm-hmm.
So with the party, like I know there's a couple of DJs that are on the list, but are you the only one that's like as far as like a performer or
No,
kind
I
of
don't
hosting?
perform at the party.
Word.
I'm actually business partners with the brand
Mm-hmm.
White Do-Rag for the specific White Do-Rag party.
Word.
So I host the whole tour.
Okay.
But we have hosts in different cities who do active hosting. I'll probably grab the mic towards the end or whatever. I get max drunk.
Yeah.
then it's time to go crazy.
Time to go
It's
crazy.
time to go crazy. And I always like to do that, make sure I do it in every city.
Yeah.
But we book individual, like it's really about DJ artist discovery and also talent discovery. Some people that we book to host is undiscovered artists or people that we like, people we think are cool.
Yeah.
That could curate the culture in the room. So we like to highlight them more than myself. I'm just help sell it because everybody want to come party with me.
For sure. I see exactly what you're saying there,
You know
brother.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's really like more of a platform than it is for something for me to be like, yeah, I'm performing at it. If we do, it'll be like another thing.
Type. Okay.
Be a white do-rag thing featuring my album or like
Right.
tour whenever we drop that. But that's along the lines. For right now, it's just a place where you could buy a ticket to come party with people who actually want to party.
Facts.
And I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
And I'm friends with a lot of famous people. Look at the content, man. They done pulled up to a lot of these stops.
Yeah.
And just got in the crowd, started dancing.
Vibing. Yeah.
Didn't
Definitely.
even care about being in the section for too long. Like it's super integrated, man. That's what I like about it. Because if I had to compare that to anything about myself, it's like my own fans. It's like my digital presence. What do Guapdad do? What is specifically is he posting about today?
Yeah.
You don't really know. This could be a blend of a bunch of shit, but you're going to probably enjoy it regardless.
Facts.
It's what the party is.
Are you selling like any of your own Fanam white do-rags or anything like that, or nah?
Actually, right now, we can announce it on SiriusXM that hell no, we have our own that we are selling at the door, but we want to partner with a bigger company that makes these do-rags. If you see this and you hear it, come holla. We have an opportunity. We're curating a community, a culture, a ticketed event, and traveling good vibe environment powered by a lot of black people and people of color where everybody want to wear a do-rag. So that sounds like a walking billboard to me, people who make do-rags.
Pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So holla if y'all need some young partners.
Yes, sir. Well, we gonna leave it right there for him. Go ahead and holla at my man Guap. Man, we got the White Do-Rag Party coming up at Atlanta, Houston, and the city near you, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, bro. I appreciate your time, bro. I appreciate your energy, bro. And it's always love anytime you down in the A.
Come on, bro. Thank you.
Yes,
I love
sir.
it down here. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir.